just emitting a purple light. Well, this is nice.
You didn't see nothing.
Seriously? Oh, right, I remember this place. It was sealed off. I have no other choice then. I'm gonna go back, take what I want, and then I'm gonna flee. Okay, from here. Malacross. Level 7. It's gonna go a level up in a moment. Let's destroy the library. You seem awfully confident that the library won't collapse to bury us all. Go for it then. That's the thing, I'm not very sure, but okay. Now is the time to run.
You just have to touch everything, don't you?
You could have waited at the exit, there was absolutely no reason for all of you to be here. Oh dear. Yeah, it's beautiful art, isn't it? If I had known all the running involved, I should have just accepted the flames. Speaking of which, didn't the edict be resolved? Shouldn't, I'm sure it said shouldn't. Anyway, the air surrounding you begins to thin, and the smell of embers begins to diminish. The clouds of smoke slowly revering the sky beyond them. Not sure what just happened, but let's see. You feel a powerful pulse of warm energy burst from the silent archive. Sound disappears into the fading silence. Your vision blurs, and you are overcome by dizziness that nearly knocks you off your feet. Then as quickly as it hits you, the feeling passes. The air around you brings to settle, and the practical of fire and ash that moments ago shrugged your eyes, despite with chilly gust. With the silent archive removed from the burning library, the edict of fire is extinguished and the warmth fill pulled into your very chest. Ascension similar to the wilderness when the edict of extinction broke at Ascension Hill. Why, I'm all in favor of undoing the Orlow's magic. This whole edict of fire couldn't have happened to gaggle of scum suckers. Okay, I presume that you're a secret fan of them. Still, the fires could have spread elsewhere in time, so you did the right thing. So much knowledge turned to smoke and ash, ending the edict can't undo the damage, but perhaps now this place can be rebuilt. I hope future scholars can unearth whether the remaining scrolls are still buried within. I do not love watching someone's hard work unravel like an old sewer. If you ever meet Kairos, ask how long it took to draft the Edict of Fire. Why? It's not my fault that she's incompetent. The shape of intensity of the fire slip in your mind. The details of a mighty incantation, the wording magical logic of flames, all assert in your mind with perfect recall. The Edict of Fire is now part of you. Great. Now I have the power of God, apparently. Great! Again. So, you need to speak with me, I see.
That's twice now. By Kyros's icy nethers, twice! Edicts have been broken before, but never in all my many years have I heard of one person doing it twice.
Maybe later elves will slay an Archon, still planning my day.
I think that's a jest. But others will see your actions and assume you're capable of just about anything, especially slaying an Archon.
So, what's on your mind? Do you want to discuss the matters of present? Would you prefer more scholarly rant?
I am nothing if not a semi-reliable font of knowledge. What did you want to discuss?
What can you tell me about the school of Inquil?
Well, you might want to ask a more soldierly... I am nothing if not a semi-reliable font of knowledge. What did you want to discuss?
That was interesting.
Well, you might want to ask a more soldierly type.
Tell me about the
of
Archons.
armies.
Voice of Nerat, Tunon, Blade and Mark. Tell me about Blade and Mark. Very little. His name is not printed in many texts. I know that he is sworn to Tanon and acts as his assassin. I know he goes back a long ways though. I've long assured he served Kairos about as long as Tunon gave or take. I know much of such luminatories, so I am careful with my words, but ask if you must. Tell me about Siren, the Archon of Song.
Not the youngest Archon in history, but certainly one of the younger, and history has yet to write much about her. And if I happen to be the first to write about her, well, that will look nice for my legacy.
You did not answer anything. All the information you give me was useless. You carved out a real knack for yourself by breaking the Overlord's edicts, left and right. Whenever Tunon is paying you for your service, let's say you're due for his raise, okay. How does it feel? Not only have you given voice to Overlord will, but you're breaking Kairos magic left and right. I'm exposing myself to powers I don't understand. Yes, but you actually do, don't you? I'm only serving the interest of the mission. I'm in no mood to disclose my thoughts. You won't hear me complaining. As far as I'm concerned, you've got more than enough of your mind, including the words of a few edicts. I'm here if you need me, but I don't have mind for arcane wisdom. I will do whatever I can to get our little gang through the war. And if it ever looks like you're straight is fledgling, I'll put you out of your misery and take control. Cheer up. You will certainly try.
What do you need?
Let's go back to the mission at hand. So, let's go to the Archon of Magic. Well, this is now truly and justifiably an uninhabitable wasteland, so can I go here? Now that there is no more lava in here, it should be easier, right? No. What's this? Red Gazer. Add bonus damage to your next attack equal to 50% damage received from attackers. He was in Ashwood, right? So both of those now belong to me. $2 Okay, using consumable combat will happen instantly. Where is that coward? The shadow before you twists and flares, fusing sharply into the form of Balak Mark, the Archon of Shadow, glides smoothly into his new surroundings.
You're not dead yet. Good. Keep this up, as I've no interest in searching the shadows for your corpse.
You're naked and have only tattoos on your body. You know that?
I've caught a few glimpses of what you did back there with the Edict of Fire. Did you mean to channel the magic of the Edict? Whatever the case, you seem a little different. You smell of brimstone and crisped parchment. You are different than before you broke the Edict. I will leave it at that.
Either way, you're flinched in Silent Archive. We can benefit from its influence. To be honest, even I don't know the full extent of the knowledge I can offer you, but I do know that the sages poured lifetimes of effort into it. I imagine the archive was at most useful when it was still a part of the library, before the edict did the number of it, but even now it has a myriad of secrets to share. Can you hear its whisper, no? Then listen harder, kid. I was never allowed to see the Silent Archives when I was the Working Order, but I knew there were elaborate rituals to put information into the archive or to ask specific questions on it. You are holding the physical vessel of Silent Archive. Well, I doubt it's designed to be used outside the chamber, where it's been hoarded for centuries, until the sages who used to work with the archives reported it would speak to them in their dreams. In the Benjin education sense, not in the go crazy and eat your family sense of things, I'm sure it's perfectly safe. If Balatmark says it's benefited from possessing it, then I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Longley stroked the scroll, but it whispered such sweet nothings to me. Ah. Yarkon arcs in a red smeared brow. He smirked, through at least make a presence of attempting to keep a straight face.
You need to be a lot more threatening than you are now, and a little study and practice won't suffice. You'll need to aim bigger. You'll need to track down the relics of tears that escaped capture in the war.
I like this guy, actually, now that I think about it. Yes, he's not wearing any clothes, and that's kind of disturbing, and his face is a mask. This is also disturbing. And his eyes are kinda creepy.
In the Blade Grave, the Stone Sea, and Haven each, there lies at least one artifact that can aid such an aura. Be prepared to travel far and wide in the effort to recover them.
I am ready.
Aside from the practical point of getting you armed, uncovering these relics could lend you some legitimacy in the eyes of the Tearsmen, depending on how you go about it, of course.
Okay, I know the regions of Stealth hoarded many relics. Perhaps I should look in the Blade Grave. The Blade Grave is the name given to what remains of the realm of Stallard. After ruination, when Kairos proclaimed the Edict of Storm upon the land, the magical storms struck the disfavored and unbroken armies during the height of their engagement. Now, most of what remains is a plangent landscape of discarded armor and weapons, and high wind of rust and human dust. Or perhaps I should head for the Stern Sea, the name given to what remains of the land of Azure after Kairos of Edict Stone devastated the landscape. Once a rolling landscape of winding rivers, the fertile plains tectonic shifts have altered the landscape, choking rivers, collapsing roads, and altering the landscape for hundreds of leagues. There is also Landin's Crossing, built in the shadow of Old Wells Junction in the realm of heaven. Landin's Crossing is growing a trading settlement, nearby rivers rich in iron ore. Though the locals lack the technology to smelt the forged element, In the years following Cairo's conquest of the Tiers, the population of Linden's Crossing swelled with refugees, fleeing the destruction of their homeland. The presence of the forge-bound mining and iron along the large guard makes this makeshift settlement a vital resource for Kairos' armies. It seems like the Linden's Crossing is the best place to go. Well, both of those are questions, so I'm gonna go with this one. I know the regions of the Steward hoarded many relics. Perhaps I should look into the Blade Grave.
A wise place to start your search. The bronze blade, known as the Dauntless, was the finest weapon in all of Stalwart. Though the blade was born for the battlefield and claimed many disfavored lives, it's since gone missing, last seen during the spat at Sentinel's stand. I will see to it that the disfavored patrols are reduced or led astray so that you might travel through the Blade Grave.
Oh, it's called the Blade Grave. You should have known it's gonna be a blade. Okay. That was a fine adventure, I should say. Let's go. We're not heading for the Blade's Grave, however. Maybe we should head for the Bastard City. How much rain do we have? I actually don't like the armor in this game. I mean, that's the only decent outfit I've found this far. The others look kind of okay-ish, but nothing really strikes me as good. Okay, we have the Bastard City to visit. The former kingdom of Steelwork is littered with the countless ruined weapons scattered, okay. What you did in Ascension House of Vendrian's Well has given you the power to interact with the Spire. Before you ascended the Spire, you had a vision when the edict broke. Understanding this vision might help you better grasp the new powers you have acquired. Let's go to the Vendrian's Well then. Three days and 8 hours. How long till I reach the Bastard City? Four days and 90 hours. Yeah, let's go there. We'll be ambushed on the way, I'm pretty sure. No. Some abilities allow party members to attack multiple times with basic attacks. That is some fine artwork right there. Especially like the black flames, they look shadowy. Anyway, hey look, everyone hates me. You hate me, you hate me, you like me. Kills and shadows. You're never gonna be my companion. Staff of Horus. You equipped a powerful artifact. Oh, look, it's the necromancer Mortanius. Not even kidding, it looks exactly like him. My lord, that's a lot of dodge. Will defense is amazing. Magic defense, armor 11. Huh. Maybe I should be more careful when I mess with this guy. Oh, okay. I was thinking of ending this right now. But let's hear what the old guy has to say.
Fatebinder, your return to court is later than I expected. Were it not for Bled and Mark offering to vouch for your actions, I would have stripped you of title and the protections of Kairos.
I am here now. Let's get this over with.
If your conduct is as impetuous as your tongue, then the failure of Endrian's well is no mystery to me.
There was no failure.
Let us speak of Ascension Hall. We have all manner of discordant and conflicting stories to piece together. In your own words, tell the court what transpired.
I took the citadel and satisfied Kairos' command. To this end are my means not justified? No. Well, maybe. I don't know. The conduct of the disfavored and the Scarlet Course displeased me greatly. I ended the siege as I saw fit. Yeah, let's say I took the city and satisfied Kairos' command. To this end are my means not justified?
What is best is always justified, but what is justified is not always best. We expect results, and in that regard, you have not entirely failed us.
I don't like you.
The court will ponder the testimonies we've received, and judge the matter in its proper course.
For the time being, we will continue to travel your own account and dispense justice to both sides of the civil war. If your presence is required here in court, we will find you.
You are dismissed.
Just point me in the right direction.
Where were you just a second ago? Did anything interesting happen before that? Fatebound and Furia. So there are 3 Fatebinders here. You're wearing pink. Calio. Nonaval. Rogalus. So many named people here. And nobles. Lady Lucretius. It says lady, but are you really a lady? Because I am not very sure. Bitter Kip, Mocking Blaze, Blood Mooch, Tunon. Oh, I have to say that it does look nice, but that drone is too far away from literally everything. Also, where are the stairs that lead to this place? Have to go through this gate, go up and speak with him. Okay, we know how we're gonna fight and kill him at some point. Seems good and well. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the episode here, and next time we're gonna speak with everyone. So, see you then. Bye.